My name is Isaiah Karmoplang, and Jiu-Jitsu is something that I do regularly. Through my media, I finally got into the government setup. The work was kind of monotonous. Slowly your bad habits start creeping up on you, and to a point where my health was deteriorating very badly. When the doctors told me that it was really bad, that's where I thought of I have to change.
11, 12.
I was never into any kind of sports. When I came across Jiu-Jitsu, I found out whenever I watched the small guys who were good at Jiu-Jitsu, I realized they were the ones who were overcoming the bigger guys. Then when you study Jiu-Jitsu, then you found out that it was designed for people who are not athletic. People who are small and weak. It was designed to make sure that they can overcome the more athletic, stronger opponent.
Jab cross, over under, or not under, over under, nice.
We call this a dojo because a dojo is a place for learning martial arts. It's a Japanese term, I think.
Okay, jab, cross, extend your cross, don't do this, fight.
Jiu-Jitsu originated in Japan. It was used against the samurai who were heavily armored. That was about 500 years ago. And then in the last 100 years, it went to Brazil.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We know of Helio Gracie as the father of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He himself was a very small, unathletic, arthritic man who kind of adopted Jiu-Jitsu and actually fought some of the biggest guys who were into other combat sports and beat them. We take away the power of someone to throw a punch by taking him to the ground and controlling him there. That's what Jiu-Jitsu is about. And naturally, for one of the Phogat sisters to get into MMA, it was the right time for her, I guess. MMA is the fastest growing sport in the world. Wrestlers, I'll tell you, are at the top of the food chain when it comes to combat sports.
Robbie, get the hands on the hip, Ezra, I'm going to give you punishment.
The level of endurance that they have, the tenacity, their strength, everything combined, it's such a good platform to get into MMA if you are a wrestler. So the difference between Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling is where wrestling ends, Jiu-Jitsu begins. Wrestlers cannot be on their backs, alright? Once you're pinned, your back is pinned to the mat, you lose the game. That's where Jiu-Jitsu begins, when your back is on the mat. We emphasize a lot on joint locks, chokes and control. Bangalore actually is the hub of Jiu-Jitsu actually in India, in the sense a lot of these IT guys, when they go to America, they enroll in these Jiu-Jitsu academies because it's really big time in the US. And these guys, it's so conducive to their way of thinking, and they come back here and they share the arts with everybody.
Oh.